YouTube, hello, welcome back to Persona 5 The Phantom X. Today we're going to be going over the Fafnir version of the Fafnir portion, rather, of the Nightmare Gateway fight. This one is a highlight damage focused one. That's also going to be using increased double bonuses for Bless because it's weak to Bless. We also get 20% bonuses to assassin damage, and then we are also unable to deal critical hit damage. So very similar to the Makoto Yuki side in this one, where the fire side of this one, or the Bale side, where the critical hit damage doesn't actually give you criticals, but it increases your final damage and resonance damage, which is really good. So it's not that crit damage and crit rate is useless, it's just not used for critting in this case. So this is going to be the Violet side for me, but there are other single target damage dealers that you can bring in here. Fafnir specifically, I don't believe is resistant to, not resistant to ice, not resistant to wind. So if you're a free-to-play player that has just started recently, you can do somebody like Florette here, would be fine. I wouldn't be great, obviously. You want the bless damage more than anything else, but like Florette is a single target wind damage dealer, and they've got some really good wind options to try to like decrease damage or decrease defenses for wind and things like that. So it's not terrible. You know, there are other things in the regular pool of characters that you can bring in here and still do relatively well, but you want to make sure that you're bringing in an assassin to get that extra 50% or 20% damage rather. So you want to try to bring in that assassin to get that extra damage. So yeah, so if you're looking for specific assassins and you're not trying to do the assist with your Companio, obviously Violet is going to be the best option here, but like Makoto or Queen is perfectly fine here. I don't think he's resistant to nuke. Let me double check. Oh, he is resistant to nuke. Makoto and Queen is awful here. Definitely don't listen to anybody who tells you that's it. But you get my point, right? You can use any of the single target damage dealers that it's not resistant to one of the types. Even I forget his name, Sepia, right? Yeah, Sumi, Sepia. So yeah, you can use this one as well. This is another assassin character that can do some extra damage. His is more like stack related than it is like full on like actual damage. But I mean, you can still do some decent stuff with him as well. So if you don't have any of like the recently released stuff because you just started today or started recently and you didn't get a chance to pull on things like Violet, you know, don't be afraid to just throw in an assassin and some support characters to keep yourself alive and just have some fun with it. But I'm going to be using the Blessed team. So my Blessed team is pretty set in stone. It's just Violet, the twins, and then Cord. And this is going to be our first time using Hatsune Miku. For folks that didn't see our pull video, we ended up pulling to A2, and it was a very fun pull video. I won't spoil it, but I do have a video up on YouTube if you're interested in checking it out. It was a lot of fun, but we did our Miku pulls, had some pretty good luck. We're going to be using the Glimmer Knife, which increases our light DPS, or Bless rather. So the target's actually Bless, increase Bless damage by 27% more. You can see how much it does with like start of the turn Grand Blessing to an ally, increase their damage by 16%. Pretty good, right? So we're going to be using Glimmer. And then the team here is pretty set in stone, at least the way that I run it. I'm just bringing, I believe this is Dominion. Yep. We bring in Dominion, we bring in Sarosha, and Vishnu. Ha! See, I'm terrible with the names, I'm so sorry. But the reason is I like Dominion's highlight on turn 1. The Vishnu lowers down the enemy's defense, so which is obviously really good to help increase that single target damage that Violet's going to deal. And then the third turn, we're going to do the Sarosha unique skill, which increases highlight damage for the turn. And then we're going to be using Cord's catchy hook. We're going to be using the highlight with Kasumi. And then obviously we're just going to go all in on damage here. So I don't think that we're going to need a heal for this. So I'm probably just going to do both of the damaging skills here to increase Kasumi's damage even further. It's going to depend on how much damage this enemy deals and if they have like an infinite health bar, if we're going to have to do like a weaken stage, like the Bale side. But we'll assume that this is going to be the way that we're going to do it for now. And if we have to change it, we can always come back and reset it if we need to. So let's go ahead and go into it. There's Fafnir's Curse. Fafnir's Curse, is that one that I have to like remove? I forget. Fafnir's Curse, when the Phantom Thief's using a buff, healing, or defense skill, it removes. Oh, okay, no, we're fine then. We're fine. Great. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and just use Rakunda here to reduce its defense. My twins are A1, so they're gonna use 2 Masks 1 here. We're going to go ahead and use the fire and ice skill because this will give the entire team a buff, which will remove Fafnir's Curse. My Cord is A1, so I don't need to use Unison Notes here. We already have Unison Notes on, so I'm just going to use Distortion and not get the shock. Love that. Thank you, Cord. and then skill 2 on the twins. Because that's how we're going to do all of our follow-up damage next turn. Miku's going to change her music. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, and this is where I'm going to struggle, because I think that we want to do mostly just damage here. So Heaven increases all of our pierce rate, which will increase the amount of damage that we do. Spring Storm would increase our party damage, which is pretty good. 16.5 compared to 9.9 for the pierce rate. I'll have to play with this a bit to figure it out if it's going to be like the crit damage. It's probably play with fire, if I had to guess, for the crit damage up. This is Spring Storm. This is play with fire, okay. It's probably the crit damage, if I had to guess, just to increase the final damage by a bunch. I assume that does that for party damage. Let's play with fire, do. Oh, this is crit rate. Interesting. And then the first one is just party damage. I don't know which one would be better. If crit damage or crit rate would be better here. I think it's probably crit rate. Let's just do crit rate. I'm not going to think about it too much. I'll have to learn Miku a bit as we continue to play with her. That'll take me some limit testing, and I don't want to make y'all sit here for 5 years while I figure this out. Gonna use Wonder's highlight here to increase party damage. Gonna switch over to Vishnu to do Wind of Nirvana. This is just gonna, you can see, increases Windswept, and then increases wind damage and skill damage taken, which is dope. But it also inflicts a passive effect that decreases its defense even further. You'll see it come up right there behind the Miku speech, which is pretty cool. We're gonna use skill 1 on twins here, which is gonna have Violet follow up. Oh, that's a lot of damage. I wonder if I want her to use it twice here, because now this puts me in kind of an awkward spot. I might have to play with this rotation a bit more. I'm gonna reset unison notes here just so I don't have to do it next turn. And then I usually use Cinderella Glow here to get that final step, because that'll max out our highlight damage next turn. Yeah, you know what? I want to be able to get to Miku's Showstopper, right? So yeah, I think I will reset this actually. Let's reset this. So let's not worry about the invitation side of things. Let's just worry about getting Fafnir's Curse off and trying to get to Miku Showstopper, because that's going to be where we actually get like the big damage tick, and we just won't get we just won't use the invitation here. We'll just use skill 1 instead, and we'll just do it manually and see if we can't slow roll this fight a bit, because invitation only lasts for the 1 turn anyways, right? Oh no, it increases the attack of Kasumi and the selected ally by 35% for 3 turns. Okay. Okay, so let's just use it on Wonder and on the twins, and then not use skill 2 or skill 3 or skill 1 rather. And maybe it'll survive because it doesn't get hit by it twice, and then I can use her Cinderella Glow to max, or to get me to the next rotation. Okay, so same thing here. We're just gonna switch to play with fire. Again, I'll have to play with this offline a bit and see if like the crit rate or crit damage or whatever ends up giving me more DPS overall. But my brain tells me that the crit damage is probably correct. I have to reread how the effects actually work too. Maybe it is crit rate is the better one. You know what? Just do crit rate. I'm feeling it. Okay, and then Wonder highlight. We Vishnu. And then we do not skill 1, we skill 2 again, because then only 1 Cinderella Glow follows up. Perfect. Okay, I think this is correct. Then we're going to unison notes onto Kasumi, and then just skill 1 with Kasumi, and then this will reset it. But now we'll be at the start of the rotation. Okay, I think this is correct. Okay, here I'm just gonna go for flat out damage. So whatever increases party damage. Spring Storm. Okay, we're just gonna do Spring Storm here. H. Eventually I'll get used to this, but this is very new to me. All right, so let's just max out our damage here. Okay, and then we are going to use Absolute Guidance, or Obedience rather, I can't read. Now we will skill 1 with the twins. Give us 2 Masters 1. And then we're going to skill 1 with, or I'm sorry, highlight 1 with the twins. Because this will give us damage and attack. We'll put Kasumi into her Spellbound Cinders. We'll use Catching Hook. Okay. And use it again. With skill 3. And then I think I get to use Showstopper now. Which should give me a full... Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, I need a 3rd track. Okay. Man, this is going to be tough to get Miku to work on this then. You have to almost be incredibly purposeful. Maybe I just slow roll it with... Maybe I just slow roll it with just skill 1 on Kasumi and just don't use Invitation. Yeah. I suppose I could also bring Turbo over here because it would give me extra turns too. Maybe that would be enough. Turn it back down. Skill 2. Yeah, so obviously this wasn't perfect. I'll have to play with this a bit offline a bit more because this is obviously not what we're looking for here. Because we definitely want Miku's skill 3 to go off, otherwise it's not worth it. But I mean 100 million is still pretty good. But let me try to rerun this again. Okay, so if I'm correct, that means we can kind of slow roll this a bit better. So let's do a party damage increase here. Get skill 3 to go off. And honestly, maybe we just use skill 2 here. And maybe next turn we just guard and just do no damage. Try to get shocked down. Got it. And then we just kind of slowly burn this down until we get to at least 2 casts of the Miku support. Because we should be able to do that entire rotation again without losing too much. The big thing is making sure we're using the Miku stuff here. And honestly, I may too, so like I can just click whatever we want here and it should be fine. I could even do the healing to keep the damage down low. We'll do I even want to do a highlight here? I don't think I want my damage to go too high, right? It's probably fine. Because really we just want to make sure we're going through 1 extra rotation, which I think we can do. So let's Rakunda. Just gonna guard with the twins this turn. Gonna Unison Notes with Core just to reset that rotation. And then skill 1 again with... I can actually skill 2 here, can't I? No, I can't. Yeah, skill 1. Okay, that's good. Okay, great. Okay. And now, as long as we make sure that we hit the last hit with Violet, we should be fine. I don't know, this isn't resisted. I don't know if this is going to kill it or not. It's a little greedy. I think it's... How much HP does it have left? 1700. Is Wonder going to do that much? Oh, yes. Okay, absolutely. Okay, great. Y'all won't have to see this next part. I'll fast forward. I promise. Sorry.
A few moments later.
Okay. Now we're back. We're using the twins highlight one here, and then we're just using Cinderella Glow again, I think. I could actually set up invitation here at this point, but I don't want the rotation to be out of whack. So I think I'm just gonna do Cinderella Glow. Okay, so this puts us at the beginning. We should be able to get Miku's last track here. Which would need to be, I think I need to do Heaven, right? Because I have to get the 3 different tracks. I might be wrong about that, but I think you have to get the 3 different tracks, right? And I don't think I have Spring Storm yet. Maybe I don't have, that was the one I didn't have, wasn't it? Yeah, this one was the pink one. Yeah, okay. So it was this one. My fault. This one's purple. Feel the beat. Okay, and then we skill one with Vishnu. We skill one with... Yep. Oh, I probably should have skilled 2'd with the twins there, huh? I guess it doesn't matter. It's fine. It does matter a little bit, but it's not the end of the world, is my point. I just used Unison Notes recently. I'm just gonna do it again just to keep my brain on track here. And then I'm going to Invitation next turn, right? Just Cinderella Glow again. Just my brain can't keep up with all this, like, this. It's too much for me, dude. All right, here we go. Okay, then we Showstopper. And because we're A2, we get all of the effects of all of the buffs for Miku. All of our highlights reset. And now we're just gonna go all in. So we're gonna go over to Sorosha, increase highlight damage. Going to go into, which one does more damage here? Attack by 37.7%. And this one is 37.7% as well, but also is a 26.9% increase. Let's do this. Let's go 2. I don't know if it actually matters if I activate highlights thing or not, but I'm going to do it. Catch your hook. Okay, then highlight with Violet. Midnight Magic. Highlight 2 with the twins. Put Rakunda back down. Skill 2 with the twins. I think we Unison Notes here. Highlight with Wonder. Invitation here with Violet. We'll just do the one that increases our party damage. I guess there was one that did weakness damage, right? Which one was that? Having it restores HP. Weakness damage, Spring Storm. Yeah. We're gonna be doing a lot of weakness damage. I'll figure out which ones are better eventually. Like, it's just gonna take some trial and error. And then we will just do Wind of Nirvana here. Get maximum defense. Go 1. Get 2 Cinderella Glows down. Distortion. And then normally I would just Cinderella Glow here, but because this is the last turn, I'm just gonna Midnight Magic. Get the most damage down as I can. Was that better than 100 million? That felt like it was, yeah, it was a lot better actually. Okay. I still don't think I did that very well. I think I'd have to play with this a lot more to be like an expert at it and make like a really good video around it. But I'm mostly just interested in trying to like trial and error this with y'all. And then I can always come back through and try to min-max this to the best of my ability. But for now, I'm pretty satisfied with that overall. That's my B side anyways, because I'm using most of my good stuff on the Bale side. And like I said, with the one, I had half a million, I think, on this first one, or $500 million rather on this first one almost. So I'll go back through and do the A6 Makoto Yuki again, get that score back up, and I'll be sitting pretty good in my Companion. But appreciate y'all watching. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, make sure you like the video, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in these type of videos, make sure you let me know. I'm not really sure if I'm going to continue making like P5X content or not. I'm just kind of putting my foot in the water and seeing how y'all feel. And if it's something that you're interested in, I'll keep making videos on it. Because again, I love the game, so I'm enjoying it. And if y'all want to see some videos on it, I don't mind doing it. But yeah, appreciate y'all. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day. And as always, we'll see you again in the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.